How's it going, everyone? So there's a ton of rumors circulating, and I think it's to be expected that this is going to be a news-filled week for PlayStation. Obviously, Spartacus is in the news right now already, but it looks like there are some other things that might be in the works to be revealed this week. Potentially, rumors for now, but we're getting information from Greg Miller, Jordan Midler from VGC also implying some stuff, so I'll speculate on what we could get. Obviously, Spartacus is the big thing this week, I think, that most people are expecting. Who knows? Maybe rumors are circulating so much that Sony would push back the reveal, but I always think that's a bad idea to, like, react to rumors or leaks like that. I just think if you have a plan, just go with the plan that you have in place. Why get affected by that? It's really not that big of a deal. Only, like, you know, the hardcores are online. Like, when the information officially gets revealed, it's gonna penetrate far beyond just, you know, the Twitter gaming sphere and the YouTube gaming sphere and things like that. But Greg Miller over on his official Twitter page noted, "Man, looking like it might be a very interesting week for PlayStation. If even one of the three rumors I've heard is true, as such, we're gonna delay recording PS I Love You XOXO until Thursday." That is, of course, Kinda Funny's PlayStation-centric podcast. Go check it out if you want. Greg Miller puts out some good content over on the Kinda Funny YouTube channel. Always some good discussion over there. But yeah, like, one of three sounds kind of wild. I imagine, like, one of the three would have to be Spartacus. Jason Schreier already put out the report. Bloomberg put out the report that PlayStation Spartacus is supposed to be revealed this week. Whenever I hear about interesting rumors, what's been happening a lot in the gaming sphere recently that is always headlining news that kind of takes the gaming world by storm, that's acquisitions. I mean, usually it's on the Microsoft side of things, but even that, the fact that Sony acquired Haven Studios, that kind of got a good bit of press, and that's a studio that has not put out a single game yet, and that got press. But obviously, when Sony acquired Bungie, that was big news, and then Microsoft with Bethesda and Activision, I mean, that kind of, like, just broke the gaming world on the internet, at least. Three rumors is kind of wild. I don't see them just, like, you know, spamming a state of play this quick. Spam's not the right word, but just, you know, springing a state of play on us this week. I figured that Spartacus, how they're gonna announce it, would be like a press release at 9 a.m. Pacific time on, like, a Wednesday. That's what I figured it was gonna be. I don't expect, like, some sort of event, live streaming, anything like that. If we do get that, that'd be nice, and that kind of shows they have a lot of emphasis on it. If it's just a press release in the morning, I don't know, it could still be a major thing. And you gotta remember, Game Pass wasn't this thing where it came out and it immediately became what it is today. It was kind of a gradual process, and I imagine, you know, Spartacus will be what it is at launch, but then it'll evolve over the course of a year, 16 months, 18 months, whatever the case may be. But that's kind of what I'm expecting. Obviously, there is still some question marks as far as what's coming in the latter half of the year. God of War Ragnarok, there was that June release date from a website that it didn't seem like that was reputable at all, and I don't think we're going to get God of War Ragnarok in June. That sounds like a September game to me. You know, it would be nice if we got another PlayStation title, a big PlayStation title this year, a first-party game. Whatever it could be. Like, I don't really think Sony would be the type of first party, the type of publisher to announce a game and then follow up with a release quickly thereafter. That's typically not their MO. Their MO is to announce a game 3 years ahead of time, and then it'll come out when it's ready. I mean, Horizon was only a year and a half, so sometimes it's better than others. Horizon Forbidden West, that is. But God of War Ragnarok got announced in the summer of 2020, yeah, with the PlayStation 5, right? And it's ultimately going to release at the end of this year, and then you have reveals like Wolverine. So hopefully it's just not reveals of games that we're gonna get in 2025. Like, I'm kind of done with that. Like, if they announce something cool, like, alright, I guess I'll be excited. Like, let's say they announce a Ghost of Tsushima 2. Alright, great. Is that game gonna come out anytime soon? Then I don't have to think about it. But as far as these rumors, I imagine a big acquisition is one of these rumors. Spartacus information is the other, and the third, I just have no idea about. But, like, the Spartacus obviously is one, and then acquisitions is always what I'm gonna think about. You know, I find it a little bit unfathomable to think that they would acquire a publisher like Square Enix. That's a comment I always see whenever I talk about acquisitions, of people saying, yo, Sony should acquire Square Enix. They're making so many deals. Just acquire Square Enix, acquire Square Enix, acquire Square Enix. I just don't think that's gonna happen. That's a big-time publisher, and remember, acquisitions don't work as in oh, you just come up with a bunch of money and then you acquire the publishing studio, or the publisher. No, they actually have to be willing to be acquired, and I don't know if Square Enix is in that position. Obviously, if Sony just rolls up with a ton of money, like, you know, that's how it works at the end of the day, you know, chase that bag, but I just don't think Square Enix is going to happen. I just think some of the crazy comments I see on my videos and other videos whenever I watch stuff about acquisitions, it's just like people saying wild stuff about Sony acquiring XYZ publisher, and I get it. Microsoft got a Bethesda, Microsoft got Activision. I just don't think Sony is in that game. However, they did acquire Bungie, and that's something I didn't see coming, so who knows how that's going to turn out. But yeah, we'll ultimately see how this turns out. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments section down below. I'm sure you guys want to see some stuff this week. At this point, take it with a grain of salt. I would think like Spartacus is likely to happen just because Bloomberg is usually on the money. Schreier's usually on the money. 98.999, I don't know why I even said 98, 99.9999999% of the time, so I think we're gonna see that. Outside of that, we'll see what it is, but yeah, Spartacus, I just think some people have grandiose expectations of it, and like, again, I think the best thing to do with this subscription service, go in with the most amount of pessimism that you can, and then if you're surprised pleasantly about how it's going to turn out. Also, outside of the Greg Miller tweet noting that, you know, he's heard 3 rumors, Jordan Midler from VGC also noted, the GIF he used to reply to the news noted, I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble, and I don't want to be in trouble. And he also implied in a follow-up tweet noting that the news that, you know, he's hearing is not definitely Spartacus related. So we'll see how everything turns out. Again, this week, I would imagine that Spartacus would be the big thing rolling out, and sometimes, you know, combining a bunch of big announcements at the same time, I don't think is the smartest idea in the world, but hey, maybe that'll create a lot of buzz and really propel PlayStation forward as we head into the latter portion of the year. There's also PlayStation VR 2, can't forget about that. GDC just happened. Apparently, people are saying really good things about PlayStation VR 2, so that is another thing that could be revealed this week. That, I just know a large portion of the PlayStation audience, at least our audience especially, you know, I like VR games. I think there's a lot of high-quality VR games, but I also know a lot of you guys just don't have any care in the world for VR for whatever reason, and that's fine. I mean, the headset's gonna be like $400 or $500. Are people really trying to drop $400 or $500 on top of a PS5 that's pretty difficult to get? Yeah, there's things to consider there, and I just don't know if that would be incredibly exciting, but hey, VR2, they're gonna put a big investment into it, so you kind of have to consider that to be a big reveal if they do show a lot more of it, and, you know, price point, release window, etc., etc. That's a lot of information. God of War State of Play is also potentially possible. I just feel like we've seen a lot of God of War, and at this point, do we really need to see more gameplay? Yeah, sure, I guess. I would like to see more gameplay, but really, at this point, I just want another release. I want a release date for the game, and, more than anything, I'm about what's happening soon. I don't care about what's happening 18, 24 months from now. If we can get some announcements that's gonna, you know, impact PlayStation in the near future, like within the next 6 to 9 months, that would get me excited. If it's something, you know, 2024, 2025, sure, bro. If it's Vita 2, if it's PlayStation Vita 2, that'll get me excited. Obviously, that's not gonna happen, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Definitely sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you guys want to see out of PlayStation this week? Again, take it with a grain of salt for now. Expect Spartacus, I would say, and if anything else happens, take that as a positive. But sound off down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.